Conditions remain quiet and comfortable moving forward over the rest of this week, all thanks to high pressure hanging out in the region. Right now, it's off to our east in Michigan. That means lots of sunshine for us. Any rain you see on ExactTrack radar, that's going to stay away. The reason I bring the high up, though, is it's helping kickstart a warmer weather pattern. Now that we're seeing that off to our east, that means lots of southerly airflow. So it's basically just pumping all the warmth that we typically see to the south up to us. So we're talking 60s, possibly 70s coming over the next several days or so. Definitely not feeling like October or November. Along with that high, though, we see lots of dry conditions, and the latest drought monitor update, it comes out weekly on Thursday, that does show abnormally dry conditions expanding into northern Illinois. So we're a step away from drought. I know the growing season's about over, so it's not necessarily going to affect too much right now. But if we go into winter with drought conditions, we usually don't see much moisture during the winter season, so that likely means drought in the spring. So we'll have to watch to see if we're able to avoid that going into those spring months. So something to keep an eye on over the next several weeks or months. Over the next week or so, we do have a slight chance to see a little wetter weather pattern. You can see that we're at about a 35% chance to be wetter than usual into the start of November. So just some low chances there. Maybe we start to rectify that a little bit. The big story, though, is the warmth going into early November. 60% chance to be above average for temperature. That's why we're talking about the 70s as we head into the end of this month and early next month. So a little heat wave around the corner. It'll be a slow-moving one, though. Still have some chilly evenings, down to 35 tonight under a partly cloudy sky, likely avoiding some frost because we have a partly cloudy sky, kind of holding some heat around. Back to sunny, however, tomorrow afternoon at the high of 60, so starting that warming trend back up into the 60s for Friday. The weekend holds on to the 60s, sunny conditions for Saturday. Sunday, a little more cloud cover, but still looking at some low 60s. Overall, quiet weekend, dry weekend. Great to get out to some of the haunted houses or those haunted corn mazes because you got beautiful weather to enjoy for those holiday festivities. Then into early next week, keeping an eye on Halloween, Monday, up to 64 degrees. Comfortable weather, looking gorgeous in time for trick-or-treating as we kick off next week. Kicking off next month, upper 60s, just missing 70 degrees, but we are right within that territory under a sunny sky. Beautiful start to November. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, we will continue to keep an eye on all of that warmth going into the middle to end of next week. You can see that we're back down into the 50s possibly by next weekend, so we won't necessarily hold on to that warmer pattern all throughout early November, but at least we got a little taste that the 70s might not be done yet. Derek and Brittany.
All right, thanks a lot, Alex.